Oh, hey,
Hey, how are you? Are you ready?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good.
So you're giving dating advice?
Yes, absolutely. Are you ready?
Yes, please. I just got out of a relationship with. I was engaged to my sugar daddy. I know that sounds so dumb off the bat, and I ended it, but part of me is missing. I don't know if I'm missing the allowance because he would give me 6 to 10K a month, and a part of me, I just couldn't stand his hygiene. And I try to change him, all that, blah, blah, but I don't want to change a man. But now I'm trying to date not for money, but for because I like him.
But hygiene seems like a simple thing to change. Why not just give him a basket with soap, rag, deodorant? Why not that?
I try. We were together for almost 4 years. I try. Like we would have arguments because he wouldn't brush his teeth and want to kiss me, and it's like
So you put up for it for 4 years, and on the fourth year, you decided, you know what? I can't do no more bad breath and no more smelly body. It took you 4 years to realize that.
it was because we moved in together. We were engaged. We were then we had to move in with him when my lease ended, and that was when it because he would want to cuddle. And we'd have arguments at 3 a.m. because I'm like, I can't cuddle you when I did my whole skincare and I lay on your chest, I'm getting acne. I can't, you have to shower if you want us to cuddle. And I started like saying, no kissing, no cuddles, unless you take care of yourself. And he just didn't want to change. I'm like, if
You
you
tell
can't,
him. When did you tell him that? What year?
last year.
So throughout the 4 years, you were still sleeping with him, being intimate with him, and then the fourth year, you decided I'm not going to be intimate anymore.
When we were dating and like he would come and see me, like when we were sugar baby, sugar daddy, I didn't notice. But when we started dating, he started slacking. When we were sugar baby, sugar daddy, I never kissed him. When we started dating, the first time we kissed was when I noticed his breath, and I was like, oh, like you said, I gave him a toothbrush, toothpaste. We were at my place, and I was so shocked. Girl, after 1 minute, he came out of the bathroom. He's like, I brushed my teeth. I'm like, no, you didn't. You have to brush your tongue. And that was like a everyday argument. You need to brush your tongue. You need to like I just couldn't do that for the rest of my life.
Save your money? Did you save
Yeah.
it? Like, did you save, if it was 10K a month, what is that? Somebody do the calculations. How much is that per year, chat? 10K over 12 months for 4 years. Someone do the calculation. We need the total, the grand total.
I
Drop it
don't
in the
even
comments.
know.
10K per month. That's 120,000.
A year.
So, how much do you have saved right now from that experience?
I put a lot of it in investments, Roth IRA. Of course I spent some of it. Now in cash I have 20K, 25K, and in my savings I have 40K.
Okay. So
Yeah.
20K, 40K.
But all of last
That's
year
60, but that's only okay, 40 left.
all
And
of
you
last year I spent like 30K plus traveling. For the past year I've been in Tulum, all over just traveling. So and that was spent a lot of my money on that.
so what's your question now? Because you said you miss him.
I don't think I miss him. I think I miss the money and like the freedom because I could just take his card and do whatever I wanted. And I'm trying to date now, and as I'm dating guys, I just feel so turned. I feel so like ugh, like
But my thing, sunshine, is if you got one sugar daddy before, you could do it again. So what's the issue? Why can't you get another one? Or another guy who makes money if you did it once?
I was a sugar baby. Like I was before
Okay.
OnlyFans was a thing. I was on it. Like before COVID made OnlyFans popular. I have been in the game for a long time, for like 8 years now, so, and I just don't want to do the game because it
But
these.
forget the game. Why can't you just go out and get another man with money? That doesn't mean you need to be a sugar baby, but if you did it once, you can do it again, is what I'm
I
saying.
I'm avoiding the trick energy. The trick energy is such a turn off to me now because I'm so into the game. I want a guy who's not a trick. That's something that's really like if I sense you're
Okay,
a
that's
trick.
easy to find. Okay, then you that's easy to find because these men in 2024, they don't want a trick or treat.
But they're both. Yes, the ones that aren't tricks, they don't trick because they can't. They don't trick because they don't
But
got the
that's
money.
what you just said you wanted. So that shouldn't be an issue.
I don't want a guy who doesn't trick because he can't. I want a guy who doesn't trick because he doesn't want to. He's above that. I want a guy with money, but he's like, I'm not gonna pay a bitch. I'm better than that. And a lot of these guys don't have that energy. They're like, I'll just pay for pussy. I'm not gonna work for it.
Right, but why not go back to the same place you met the guy with money? The guy you met who had money, the sugar daddy, I'm sure there's other men in there who may not have that mentality. Oh, I'm looking for a young girl who's beautiful. I want to, take her out to dinners. I don't want to feel like an ATM, and maybe we become exclusive. Why not go back to that same place, that same area?
I've been avoiding those areas. Just like, I think I just got a bad impression of them all. Like, oh, you just a trick. You just a hoe.
Okay. I don't think it's every man, but what you're telling me is you don't want a guy who has money, but he doesn't think about the relationship in a transactional way, right? Yeah. So and how old was the guy you were dating?
When we met, he was 44. When we ended, he was 48.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 24 now, so I met him when I was 20. I've been tricking since I was 18.
Okay, so why not meet a guy within your age group?
I've never dated a guy below 35. Never. Like, okay, so where the money went, like, I got a Benz. I got my own place. So when I meet guys in my old age group, they're driving a Ford or they stay with their mama. It's like, a part of me, I'm used to certain things. Actually, I did go on a date with a guy in my age group. He just lied about his age. And he kept on saying, like, oh, you're too. He kept on saying, like, somebody cooked here, stuff like that, like little kid shit, like memes and shit. Because I'll be like, oh, let's go. Let me get a Dover sole. What's a Dover sole? Like, just little things like that. I feel like I've just
But
been dating 40 to 60-year-old men too much.
right, right. So it sounds like you already have a lifestyle and you've been exposed to a lifestyle. And you really don't want to go back, but you want to date a man with money and you who doesn't treat you like, I'm paying you to be with me, is what you're saying.
Another reason I ended up with my ex, because he raised my allowance from 5K to 10K when we got engaged. And he was kind of like, one day when he was angry, he said he didn't mean it. He was like, you need to stop complaining when I give you so much money. You kind of just have to eat my shit. Even though he's not that type of guy to be rude like that, it showed me that even though he's so sweet and he loves me, wants to marry me, whatever, and the back of his mind, that's still pain there. Like, you're still my property. I just don't ever want to feel that way in a relationship.
The signs weren't there from the beginning. Before he started dishing out the money, the signs weren't there.
No, I don't think he's that kind of person. Like, I feel like until he got pushed to be that kind of person.
But
Like,
what made him push that? Because you were a nice, sweet sunshine. So I'm sure he didn't feel the need to be pushed in that way, sunshine.
I called him a dirty old man. I was like, you're a dirty old man, and your mama didn't teach you how to brush your tongue. That's sad. Like, I was going in on him about his hygiene, and he.
Oh, same guy. I thought this was a different guy. Okay, so we're talking about the same guy. Okay. I mean, you can find a nice guy. He may not be able to give you 10K per month. He may have six figures, let's say 100,000 per year, 120,000. You may not get the same things, but he won't possibly treat you in a way that the guy who is sugaring for you.
Yeah, I would be fine with that. I would be fine with that.
Mhm.
Nowadays all the high value men, they're like, I know my worth. A lot of girls want me, and it's like, ew, that's a very feminine way to act. A lot of the high value men I do meet, it's like they're aware because so many girls throw themselves at them.
Yeah. And I think because of the internet, because of what people talk about, the men know the game now. The men know the game. So you got to decide. Again, I think you like the idea of the nice guy, but if I'm being real, I think you still want the guy who's going to just give you the lifestyle.
I want to be like those Beverly Hill princesses who like marry a rich man who loves them, pays for everything, and just.
Yeah, but that comes with certain things. That's just not what you see. Oh, pays for certain things and loves them. I'm sure there's other things that we don't see or know about. Just like I'm sure when you were in your relationship, people didn't see behind closed doors that you were dealing with a hygiene issue or him being controlling or whatever else was going on. That kind of thing.
I don't know. My brother told me I'm looking for too much. Like, I have to pick. Like, when you date a rich guy, you have to pick. Do you want a guy who spends a lot of time with you? He's gonna be poor. A guy who's really rich to afford your lifestyle is gonna be busy.
But you said you've been in this lifestyle since you were 18, right? And I'm assuming in seg work. Is that what you were implying? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes. So if you've been in that industry for that long, Sunshine, you have a certain mentality. And for you to unlearn that, you're gonna need to go to therapy. You're gonna be with the nice guy, but after a while, it's not gonna be enough. You're gonna get bored because you are in seg work. You get what I'm saying? That comes with a different mentality. Hustle, money, fast, now. So therapy, Sunshine, therapy.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take that in.
Okay. Yeah, she not take it in. I want you to do it. Use whatever money you have now and book a session. Go to therapy.
Thank you for telling me that. And I'm also gonna take your advice of going back to where I met the rich guy and looking for a guy who's looking for the same thing.
Please do. You're young, you're beautiful. I'm sure you can find someone else. And it doesn't have to look like what it's been looking like, if you know what I mean. But you have to be ready for that. When you're ready to walk away, you'll walk away. When you're ready, you won't even need the advice. But you have to decide that's not the lifestyle you want anymore. When you're ready.
Yeah, I feel ready. I can't stand that trick energy. I feel like it's like I'm selling myself to the highest bidder. And I know a lot of people see sex work as selling yourself at the highest bidder, but I don't. I see it as more empowering. Cause when I was 18, I went on Tinder. I met up with this guy. He said, and then he started clowning me, and I felt so disrespected. And what got me on SW was when a guy pays you $1,000 to hit, he doesn't clown you. You're like an investment. He starts treating you like royalty. And when I saw the difference in the energy, I felt more empowered doing SW, and that's why I stuck with it, versus being a pick me.
Right. And again, I want you to go to therapy. I want you to work through that. I'm not here to judge you. I get that we all been through things in life and certain choices we have to make because of our childhood, because of our upbringing and things like that. So I do want you to go to therapy, but I do believe our body is our temple. I do believe that. Again, this is your life, this is your body. You can do whatever it is you want to do. But I still think as a young woman, as women, we take in energy from men. We take it in. So that can wear us down after a while. Just wear us down. We could look jaded. We could look more mature than we are. Energetically, we can be worn out and then it shows up on our body. Those are the things I want you to think about. Yeah. And it gets tiring. You might look at men differently after a while.
Definitely do. And I've been
Yeah.
celibate for 4 months. I don't want to have anyone inside me unless I know there's something worthwhile there. And that's it. I just see men as like, ugh, no,
See? Yeah, exactly. Sunshine, please go to therapy. Just book one session. You don't got to book 12, just one. Okay? All right, darling. Keep me updated, okay? Alrighty. Bye, honey. Bye bye. Sunshine is a beautiful girl sending her love. Sending her love on her journey of healing. Sending her lots of love. People in this life do what they have to do. You don't know what people go through. You don't know what they had to deal with in their childhood. You don't know if they don't have people in their life, mothers, fathers, sisters, friends, and they had to do whatever they needed to do to survive. So we're not here to judge people's choices at all. Because you don't know what you would do if your back was up against the wall. You don't know what you would do if your back was up against the wall and you had children. You don't know what you would do. All right, so let's just send her some healing energy.